The last several weeks, we've been learning about Egypt people and the Israelite people. Are things going well for the Israelite people? Everybody say, yeah. Say, no. They are what's called slaves. There are people who are whipping them, telling them to do stuff that they don't want to do. And who did God send to rescue them? So everybody say it at once. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was horrible. 1, 2, 3. Was Moses very happy about the assignment? No, he wasn't really happy. But did he do it? So last week he went to Pharaoh and said, Pharaoh, let my people go. What did Pharaoh say? No, exactly. He said, I can't see it happening, Moses. I like these slaves. They're doing all this work for me for free. And now I'm going to make them work double, triple hard. Thanks, Moses. I appreciate it. And Moses is like, uh-oh, Pharaoh. God told me that if you do not let his people go, he's going to send plagues. You know what plagues means? Yeah. Really, really bad stuff on your land. And Pharaoh's like, who is your God? And then Moses is like, God. You're going to be regretting those words, Pharaoh. Does Pharaoh think that, though? So Moses goes to Pharaoh, and God says, Moses, you need to go to Pharaoh and show him that you turned the water to blood. Alright, so I need someone to come up here and hold the sheep. Caleb, we come up here and stand up there. Yes, Moses said, God says, if you do not let the people go, we will turn the water to blood. And Pharaoh said, no. Everybody together, Pharaoh said, no. And so the water turned to blood. So in Egypt, there was this huge river called the Nile River, which was huge and amazing. It fed everything, and basically was super important for the whole country of Egypt. And that turned to not red Kool-Aid, blood. Now, you guys, blood is kind of stainy, creamy, and like blood, right? It's not like red Kool-Aid. It's blood. And not only was there blood in the water in the river, there was also blood in the jars and in the pots. So, like, let's say you had, a pitcher in your refrigerator of water. Well, they didn't have refrigerators back then, but let's say you had a pitcher and you opened it up, and guess what was in there? Not because you scooped the blood, there was water, and guess what happened? Water got changed. Well, Pharaoh's like, ooh, interesting, Moses, interesting. But he says, I'm not going to let your people go. Moses goes, oh man, that's not good. So he sends another plague. God says, stretch out your hand, Moses, and I'm going to send you a plague or a really bad thing of frogs. Now, before I pick somebody, chance up for a second, before I pick somebody to hold this up. Every time there's a plague, Pharaoh's going to say, I hate to spoil it for you, but he's going to say, no, Moses will say, let my people go, and Pharaoh's going to say, no, exactly. And at the end of every time Pharaoh says he hardened his heart, the Bible says, just as the Lord said to Moses. So did God already know that Pharaoh was going to harden his heart? Whoa. Do you think God knew that these plagues were going to change his heart? He hoped so. Does God already know your future? Yes. Does he already know what you're going to do? But he's still going to help bring people into your life to help you. Because if you're going down a bad road, he's going to say, ooh, I'm going to try to change you because I still hope that you can change. But is Pharaoh going to change? No. So he sent a plague of frogs. Now this isn't just, Isaiah, come on up. You going to be okay next to your friend up there? You going to be okay next to your friend up there? Don't beat each other up. All right. Not just, some frogs, you go and hang out with. I mean, there was frogs coming out of your shirts. I mean, you'd wake up and you'd be on a sea of frogs in your bed. I mean, there would be frogs in your kitchen cupboards. I mean, you would be walking and you'd be asking, wouldn't that be gross to step on frogs, right? It's like walking on a bunch of bugs in the windshield. And so there was that many frogs. People were sick of frogs. So Moses goes back to Pharaoh, we let the people go, and Pharaoh says, shocker. He says no, so he's like, okay. Next plague, I'm going to send a bunch of gnats. Now, you guys up here in Wisconsin, we know about gnats, don't we? Some people call them no-see-ums, right? They're these little tiny bugs that you can't see very well. And you don't even know, like mosquitoes, you can hear them. You know, and you're like, smacking, hitting your head and you can't find it. But these little bugs, you can't even tell they're on you until there's like a big bite and you're like, itching. There was a plague of them, which means there wasn't just a couple. There was a ton. Could you imagine? People going, I mean, it was kind of crazy. Okay, we need a girl here. Like a gnats. One up there. All right, now, pause again. God's not just sending random stuff. Okay, he's sending stuff to send the Egyptian people a message. What do you think God is trying to tell the Egyptian people? Who's the boss?
Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh's the boss, but what do you think God is trying to tell the Egyptian people then? Who the boss is? Who's the boss? God is the boss. Is the Egyptian gods the bosses? Are they even real? No, so the Egyptians think that all their gods are the bosses, but guess who is really the boss? Yeah. So after every plague, God says, Pharaoh's going to harden his heart, just as I said, but also after every plague, God says, I sent this plague so that you may know who the Lord is. You may know who the real boss is. All right. So, are they going to figure it out pretty soon? Yes, but it's going to take a little while. How long do you think it's going to take? 10. Because the screen gives it away. All right. The fourth plague are flies. Exactly. Yes, flies. We need another girl. Lydia, coming up there. Flies. You guys like flies? I think flies don't do very good things when they land on your food, do they? No, yeah. Alright. So a lot of flies. Pharaoh's like, dude, let him go, get him out of here. And every now and then, Pharaoh says, okay, Moses, I'll let your people go. And Moses is like, alright. And then they would send the plague away, and then Pharaoh would go, ha, just kidding, you have to stay. So they were like all getting ready to go, and then they'd go, oh, just kidding, Moses, oh, you can't go. And then so Moses, God would tell Moses, all right, send another plague. And this is a plague on the livestock, which means cows, sheep, goats, pigs, things like that. So let's go with, what's your name in the back? What is it? Otto. Come on up. Otto, I remember you. Come on up, Otto. Good to see you again, man. You look different than before. Got older. All right, he sent plagues on the livestock, which basically means, that's why I got a cow up there, which basically means that the cows were like hanging out and then they would. Not all the cows, not all the livestock, but a lot of them. So Moses says, let my people go. Pharaoh says, no. Oh, you guys aren't with me. Let my people go.
No.
Now, up to this point, things have been going, you know, the Egyptian people are like, not a big deal. You know, some bugs here, some cows died. You know, it wasn't good to drink the water for a couple of days. Frogs, not a big deal. They stink after they get dead. The flies, I can deal with that. Plague numero 6 of them. Boils. Now, I don't know about you guys, but boils are a lot like blisters, but juicier. So boils isn't just things that happen to cows or other things. Boils is stuff that happens to me, to the people. So God sends a plague of boils. Hey, come on up, buddy. Now, I don't know, I think it was, let's see here, somewhere about the water turned to blood everywhere. There were frogs everywhere. I think it was about plague number 3 that God said, oh, by the way, the Israelite people aren't going to experience these plagues. Only the Egyptian people. Wait a second. How can God do that? Oh, that's because he's the boss. So the Israelite people, they experienced the water to blood and they saw the frogs, but I think it was around 3 or 4. I can't remember which one. But then all of a sudden, it's now just the Egyptians. Are the Israelite people next to the Egyptians? Are they around each other and stuff? So is there like an invisible force field around the Israelite people so none of the gnats go to them? Or the flies? Or the boils? Interesting. Alright, so Moses says, Pharaoh, let my people go. And, good job. No. So God says, okay, I need to send you some hail, which, by the way, back then they didn't have metal roofs or roofs much at all. And when there's hail So he sent a plague of hail. All right, hail. I need to see how many. I need some more girls. I've got 4 guys and 2 girls up there. Jaden, come on up. Here you go. Plague of hail. All right. Now the 7th time. I mean, you guys, your parents discipline you guys time after time after time after time. That's 7 times. You think you get it by now? Your parents every now and then say, "Can't you just listen to me?" No, they don't listen. So, again, broken record, right? Moses goes to Pharaoh. God says, "Let my people." Pharaoh says, "Okay, you can go, but you have to leave your sheep and your cattle behind. I'll let you go, but you have to leave your stuff behind." And Moses is like, "No, God says you have to let everything go." And Pharaoh's like, "Well, you guys, no, then you can't go." Good idea? Bad idea. So God sent a plague of locusts. Locusts. Oh, you guys see those locusts? They're the ones that like shed their skin and, you ever find locust skeletons around? Because locusts kind of popped out of the skin. Bailey, come on up here and hold the locust thingamajigger. Now remember, who is experiencing these plagues? Just the Egyptians. Are the Israelite people experiencing the plagues? Alright. Pharaoh said, Moses says, "Let." Pharaoh says, "Wish I could, Moses, but I'm still not hurting me very bad." And so this is an interesting one. I really like this one. So God sent the plague of darkness. Okay? So we got kind of even right now, right? 4 guys, 4 girls. So let's snag another girl. Naomi, come on up here. Alright, plague of darkness. Now, think about this, you guys. If the plagues only happened to the Egyptians and not to the Israelites, how can it be dark for the Egyptians but not dark for the Israelites? Oh, who's the boss? So just do a quick exercise. Everybody, close your eyes. The Bible says that this plague lasted for 3 days. Close your eyes. Your eyes closed. So the darkness was like this, blind for 3 days. You guys still have your eyes closed, or are you peeking? Yeah? You can't even do it for 3 seconds, let alone 3 days. Hey guys, stand in line. We gotta see your stuff. Caleb Jackson, you got her. All right, so now, okay, we've got 9 plagues. We got, say it to me. So guys, hold the signs up. We're all gonna say them together. Ready? Isaiah, turn your sign around. Here we go. Ready? 1. Water. 2. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Aren't you amazed that I can count to 9? Well, by the time 9 happens, God's like, okay. I've got to get Pharaoh's attention because I can't keep. Do you think Egypt looks very good right now? It looks like a tornado hit it, or it's a disaster, a bad earthquake, like the Chilean earthquake and stuff, and then Haiti earthquake. So it looks really bad. So God decides for the 10th plague that He is going to kill the firstborn of everything. Sorry. How many of you guys are the oldest kid in your family? Raise your hand. Oldest kid. Oldest kid? Wow, that's like a third of the room. You guys dead. All the cows. If it was a firstborn cow, which sometimes cows only have 3 or 4 kids. I mean, that's a lot. Firstborn sheep. Firstborn of the goats. Yes, okay. Oh, you just want to hold this, don't you? Firstborn. And okay, here we go. Let's go with, we need a guy. Yeah, that's what we do. Right. Look nice and happy there. Now, did this happen to the Israelites? No. Not quite. You see, when God did this, it was kind of a turning point for the people of Israel here, okay? God said, okay, in order for you not to have your firstborn die, let's say Ethan's got a family, he's got a really good-looking young man, who's his son, he likes him a lot. Wouldn't want him to die, I mean, would he? You wouldn't? Oh. Okay, you would not want him to die. Maybe I should look at it. And So Moses says, all right, God says that in order for the Israelites to save your kids, here's what you have to do. You have to kill a goat or a lamb. Take the blood and put it on the doorposts of your doors. So look back there at those people back there and say hi. Hi guys. All right. See like the door frames there? Yeah, up the Tigger's pointing there. There you go. The door frames. You have to smear blood. So you go. Kind of gross. Blood on your door. Okay? And then the angel of death would come in by the door and would go, oh, there's blood. Don't have to. And he would pass over that house. That's why it's called, everybody, Passover. Yes. Passover, we'll find out in a second, is Israel's Independence Day. You guys, what's our Independence Day called? The 4th of July. What do we shoot off in the sky? Fireworks, exactly. Is it like a big party where it's like, yay, we're free? Yes. So on the night, all the Israelites put blood on their doorposts, right? And the angel of death came along, and they saw the blood, and then what did it do? But who did it kill? The firstborn of every Egyptian. And let me read this to you because it's good to hear it straight from the Bible sometimes here. All right. At midnight, the Lord, Yahweh, struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, from the firstborn of the Pharaoh, who sat on the throne, and the firstborn of the prisoner who was in the dungeon, and all the livestock as well, firstborn. Pharaoh and all his officials and all the Egyptians got up during the night, and there was a loud wailing in all of Egypt, for there was not a house without someone dead. And finally, Pharaoh called in Moses and said, Moses, lead my people, you and the Israelites. Go worship the Lord as you requested. Take all your flocks and bless me. So, did Pharaoh let God's people go? Yes. How long did it take Pharaoh to let his people go? 10 plagues. And now Pharaoh's firstborn son, who is supposed to someday be the next Pharaoh, is now. Is there sadness in the Egyptian land? Yes. Was it necessary? No. Why was it necessary? Who hardened his heart? Whose God is the boss? Yahweh is the true God of heaven and earth. All right. Gentlemen, ladies, you may hang on to your sheets. That's your token for the day. All right. So today, now Israel is free, and next week we're going to find out how free they really are. All right, let's pray. Bow your heads. Close your eyes. Let's go. God, thank you so much for showing us what levels that you will take to try to win us back. Sometimes it takes really hard things, and sometimes it takes really weird things. But God, you really don't want hard-hearted people. You want soft heart. So help our hearts to be soft. In Jesus' name we pray.